Hi, this is Michael. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing an oracle card reading for the energy of the collective for the waxing moon phase of the current lunar cycle. The waxing moon is the period between the new moon and the full moon when the surface of the moon is becoming more illuminated. Overall, the waxing phase is a time for action, attraction, challenges, and decisions. The waxing phase truly encompasses three phases: the Waxing Crescent, the first quarter, and the Waxing Gibbous. So this reading will cover the collective energy for all three phases of the waxing moon, specifically for the period of April 9th through April 17th. The moon is currently in Gemini, and during this waxing phase it will also be traveling through Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and then Libra before making the transition to the full moon, which will peak in Libra on the 19th. After setting your intentions under the new moon, these seeds are now starting to sprout under the Waxing Crescent. The new moon gave you a chance to formulate and write down what it is that you want to accomplish, but the Waxing Crescent asks for us to make it known and for us to develop our courage and willpower to push it into fruition. Make sure that you are regularly reading your intentions aloud whenever possible, thinking about them and visualizing them being fulfilled. You should also use this time to go through your intentions and write down a list of practical goals that will assist you in manifesting each one. If you need help staying motivated, it may help to share your goals or intentions with someone close to you. Then the moon's attraction energy will reach its peak during the first quarter phase on the 12th, so this will be the best time for attracting positive people into your life. Be sure to get out there and make some time for socializing and networking during the first quarter. The first quarter can be challenging though, as we may start to feel some resistance in the form of obstacles and self-limiting beliefs when it comes to achieving our goals. Just stay mindful of any hurdles, fears, or doubts that may arise, and summon the courage and confidence to push through. Issues may arise out of nowhere during this phase, so remember to be flexible, keep your cool, and be prepared to make decisions on the spot when needed. Keep in mind the intentions that you set during the new moon and try to make decisions that will ultimately help you manifest these intentions. Then once we reach the Waxing Gibbous phase around the 15th or 16th, you should start to see some results from the intentions that you set during the new moon. During this time, you should acknowledge the progress that you've made so far and adjust your actions if they aren't aligned with your intentions. Things don't always work out the way that you planned them, so this phase will help you realize what you need to reevaluate, give up, or change direction on. The moon's positive energy is strong during the Waxing Gibbous, so make sure you're visualizing success with your goals and intentions in vivid detail. Your creative energy may also increase during this phase, and you may even find your dreams becoming more vivid. So with that being said, let's get started with the collective reading and see what the cards have to tell us. I've laid out a card here to assist with the energy of the reading. It's the Waxing Moon card from the Moonology Oracle deck. And the message here is the energy is gaining momentum. And for today's reading, I'll be using the Divine Dog Wisdom cards from Barb Horn and Randy Crutcher. I've already shuffled and meditated with the deck before starting, but we'll go ahead and give it another quick shuffle here. And just a reminder, this is a general reading, so some or all may not resonate with you, so just take what does and leave the rest. Alright, let's get started. And once again, this is going to be a Waxing Moon Oracle reading for the energy of the collective for April 9th through April 17th. Okay, for this first card, we're looking for what is the current energy of the collective. And got passion popped right out here. Do what you love is the message. So some of you may be feeling very passionate at this moment. You might have a lot of drive towards what it is that you want to achieve. We just came from the new moon. A lot of you have set your intentions. So this is the perfect time to be passionate. Some of you may be longing for a job that would give you more passion, that would allow you to do what you love. Some of you could be looking for new love, passion in that sense. Some of you may be really focused on having fun at this time. Just having a good time there. He's got a pretty big stick here, so some of you may be carrying a big load at this time, but still being passionate about your life and the things you love doing. Okay, for this next card, we're looking for what may be holding the collective back at this time. What may be holding the collective back? Take keep. And we've got self-worth. Love what you see. So some of you may be dealing with self-esteem issues or self-worth issues. May not be as confident as you wish you were. You may not think you're as beautiful as you really are. Some of you may be down on yourself about decisions that you've made, whether recent or in the past, and holding that against yourself. Loving yourself is one of the most important things. So if you do suffer from that, that's something to focus on. There's some good self-help videos. A good book or audiobook recommendation would be Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. That could help with some of you in this situation. Self-love is important. You have to love yourself before you can truly love others. Okay, for this next card, we're looking for what is important for the collective to focus on at this time. We had something pop out here. And we've got balance. Steady as she goes. So balance is definitely something that we should be focusing on at this time. Or all the time, really. Balancing our work life between our personal life, balancing our love life and our friends. Everything in life's a balance, so it's about keeping that balance. Also keeping an emotional balance. So some of you may need to get outside, have some fun, do some activities. Also seeing money, so keeping a check on your balances might be a good idea at this time. Or balancing your expenditures. Some of you may have some things in your life that are keeping you from being in balance or keeping you out of harmony. So it's about examining those things, letting them go if needed. Some of you could be making steady progress at something you're working on or dealing with. So it's just keeping the balance as you're making that progress. And overall, keeping everyone in your life happy, especially yourself. Okay, for this next card, we're looking for what can help the collective achieve their intentions and goals. We had something pop out. So we've got endurance. Keep your eye on the ball. Good thing to remember. Keep your eye on the prize. Some of you may have a lot of hurdles or obstacles when it comes to achieving your goals and intentions. So it's about staying the course on those, not giving up. For some of you, the thing you may be dealing with at this time may seem too daunting, may seem too overwhelming. You may see little progress. To be honest, that's usually how it feels right before a big breakthrough. There's always some sort of resistance something that begs you to push through, to endure. Taking one step at a time. Don't give up. Keep your eye on the ball. Know that you have people watching your back. Okay, for this next card, what can help the collective overcome any challenges that may arise during this phase? So what can help the collective overcome any challenges that may arise? We'll take this top one. So we've got guidance. Help is on the way. Beautiful. So if any challenges are to arise, just know that you have guides on your side. We all have spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors. So know someone's always with you, always watching over you. This is existence that we live in. It's a free will planet. So if you do want help from your guides, all you have to do is ask. They can't help you unless you ask. It's also knowing that no matter what you go through, you always have friends or family that are there for you. And there's also your internal guidance, your higher self, your inner knowing. So if any issues are to arise and you're not sure how to handle it, you can go within, meditate on it, ask yourself. This card's also about the bigger picture. So it's looking at the bigger picture of things, remaining open to possibilities, recommendations, and guidance. Some of you may be resistant to accepting help from others, so it's about getting over that, being open to that, not dismissing or pushing away. Okay, with this next card we're looking for, where should the collective look to for inspiration? Where should the collective look to for inspiration? And we've got loss. Allowing yourself to grieve. Some of you may be dealing with loss, maybe dealing with the loss of someone or loss of something in your life. So it's about finding the inspiration and the separation. And with loss, it's just knowing that it's a natural progression. It's a necessary part in life to lose something. So if you are dealing with loss at this time, it's allowing yourself to grieve, dealing with that, and finding the inspiration from it. And it could even be in the grieving process that you find inspiration divinely, through meditation or pondering thoughts. Or it could be something other than a specific loss. It could just be the story about who you are, how you were brought up, what you dealt with growing up. So it's looking to that for inspiration. Okay, for this last card, we're looking for a message from the universe for the collective. And we had something pop there. So we've got resistance. What we resist persists. It's beautiful. So the message from the universe for the collective is resistance. What we resist persists. Some of you may be resistant to change, resisting to doing better, to being better. Even if you know it's good for you, maybe resisting something that takes you out of your comfort zone just because it doesn't feel good. or it may just not make sense from your current perspective. Some of you may have the same patterns that come up often, and you always handle it the same way. Constant struggle, be it internal or external. So it's best to recognize any resistance that you may have, acknowledge that. Instead of straining, getting nowhere, focus on meeting your needs, meeting others' needs. Maybe having conflict with coworkers. Also, living in a state of resistance really drains your energy. Really takes a lot of energy to stay in that mind frame. So just let it go. Let those things go. Ask yourself, is it truly important to you? And make the changes needed. It looks like some of you are very passionate at this time, excited about working towards your dreams and desires, possibly working towards doing what you love. Some of you maybe have things holding you back, things like self-worth issues. You may feel like you lack the confidence you need, so you may need to work on loving yourself, knowing your true potential, knowing your true self-worth, knowing that you're beautiful and unique and special, loving what you see when you look in the mirror. It's also about finding the balance in your life, balancing your emotions, or balancing the tasks at hand. Things may seem overwhelming at times. Just know that you always have someone on your side, be it a friend, family member, someone from the other side, a spirit guide, an angel, ancestor, your galactic family even. Just knowing that help is always there, knowing that you can reach out and ask for it at any time. And as you're working on your intentions, putting energy towards that, it's also about keeping your eye on the prize, taking one step at a time, not getting overwhelmed, avoiding the push-pull of resistance. Instead of focusing on the resistance, focus on getting along, focus on making things work, even if there's loss in the process. It's looking for the inspiration in that loss, knowing that there was a reason for it. Know that endings are just new beginnings. So during this waxing moon, as you work towards your intentions, know that the energy is gaining momentum. Stay mindful of any hurdles or resistance that may show up. Stay steady through that, keep it balanced, and don't resist change. Know that help is there with you, help is by your side. Summon the confidence to push through. Keep your eyes on the prize, stay passionate about the things you want to achieve, and you'll be one step closer to manifesting that reality. So that's our collective reading for this waxing moon. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in.